Good day to everyone. On the occasion of IDPS, today we will examine in the growing digital environment whether legally we are adequately placed or are we having some issues as far as legal framework is concerned, whether there is legal inadequacy, in other words. This is what we will examine. This is very much important when we are looking into new innovations in our summit, IDPS 2022. As you all know, growing digital scenario is evident world over. It is the world's, we can say, the best common goods available, latest common goods of the world. Every netizen can make use of it. Every person has equality there as far as digital scenario is there. There is no jurisdictional compulsion. There is no political boundaries. We can fly as you like. And rightly, the digital technologies have advanced rapidly than any innovation in the history of this world. You take it from me. It's reaching over 50% of the developing world's population in next 2 decades. And you can say it is going to have all pervading impact. You can say omnipresence everywhere. Every citizen or Nagarik will start using it. What are the advantages on this? It is transforming the society due to various advantages it has. It is multifaceted, as you know very well. It has helped us in distance learning, especially in these COVID situations. Education would have had a very bad impact, but due to virtual learning environment, it has still left no such bad remarks as far as education is concerned. Distance learning, yes, it goes unabated. Regarding healthcare, health sector, especially in the pandemic emergency, and later on, use of artificial intelligence in healthcare, how it is saving lives, diagnosing diseases are becoming easy, and how life expectancy is increasing. Digitalization has changed the whole labor market, employment, agriculture, financial inclusion. Everyone can be a part of financial growth, economic growth of the world. The recent Indian experiment, phase 1, started with digital rupee. Central bank digital currency is known to everyone. Now we are forming smart cities, inclusive and sustainable developments we are looking at. Public services, all of them are governed by electronically. This is becoming more accessible to everyone. Everyone is accountable in that framework due to blockchain and other technologies. There is less bureaucratic burden. Bureaucrats are not there to trouble us in our day-to-day life. And therefore, the society is transforming, we can say. Everyone is adopting the digital technology. It's growing very, very fast. To identify the footsteps, we can say the 5th generation digital technology is already there in India. The mobile networks, the Internet of Things, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, big data analysis, and robotics, use of artificial intelligence, metaverse, and many, it can go on. Here I have listed around 18 such new technologies which you can go through. Especially the artificial intelligence being used in the industry where there will be no physical interface. That's the new innovative world we are creating. Without physical interference, industrially, we are able to manufacture and develop new things. So also the 3D technology. So we can say from a hyper-connected world to one of the digitalized economies and societies, we are moving. And rightly so. But what happens to the criminals here? They are also flourishing because there is no law and order, proper regulations in place. World over, that is being done on a very, very fast pace. But in India, there is no care for a digital Nagarik as on today, I can tell you. From 2008 Information Technology Act, we have not moved forward. Digitally, we have accomplished huge developments, especially in India. To name a few in India, Digital India innovations, which our government has taken up, rightly so. I have listed the various programs. Kindly go through that. So the Digital India initiative talks about improving online infrastructure, increase internet accessibility among citizens, country to become more digitally advanced, but there is no protocol for controlling cyber crimes. Very unfortunate. Actually, it is required, much more important than simply expanding the digital network. So the three key objectives: secure and stable digital infrastructure, deliver digital services, ensure every citizen has access to internet, but the data security, controlling of cybercrime is a far cry, far cry. It is said India is set to become $300 billion by 25-26 from the present levels. Again, sir, you are talking about crimes, whether it is growing. When I look into the data breaches that have happened in 2019, the statistics are here. Kindly go through that. That clearly shows you that there is no proper regulation at any level as far as digital connected industries are concerned. Let it be social media, let it be a manufacturing sector, let it be a service sector, wherever we go, it is not properly regulated, which is very, very dangerous trend. You forgot about regulating. There is no legal framework in place. That's the danger we are exposed to. You can see here, majority of the breaches are financially motivated. So breaches lead to cyber crimes. Criminals are very, very happy because they get the substance data, which is very much useful for them to exploit and commit crimes. Especially banking industry, you can see 18.3 million. Whether we have a proper framework to safeguard the interest of the account holders. It's much more dangerous when you read this. Only 5% of the company folders are properly protected. The rest not properly protected. What are we doing about it? Data breaches exposed 4 billion records from 6 months from 2019 itself. Cyber crimes are bound to increase because we have provided an ecosystem where we have no control on cyber crime. That is the situation. Again, the data, disturbing data. You can see the growing of users' account. online gamers, and breaches takes place there, what will happen to those data? You can see the number of cases that are being registered now. In fact, in India, nearly 50% or more go unreported because there is no proper reporting mechanism available till last couple of years. Now only we have provided some facility where most of them are not even aware of it. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. In this regard, the words of Union Home Minister Amit Shah ji recently, he emphasized cyber security is integral to national security and the central government is committed to make it robust. But whether we are moving or we are too slow to achieve it, fate of digital Nagarik till then, is it not the duty to provide legal framework at the right time, in the same pace where the technology is moving, people are grabbing new technologies? Is it not the duty to provide legal framework in the same pace? Not only the legal framework, the required judicial, quasi-judicial mechanism to deliver justice is also more important. You look into the legal journey we had after 2000, 2008, where we listed certain crimes. As on today, they are not competent to handle the modern day crimes. This was evident, especially about the privacy. After the Puttaswamy judgment, at least we should have brought a law. Recently, government has withdrawn the PDP Bill 2019. Even after being cleared by JPC, we are not able to bring it. The reasons could be the commercial interests that arose after Chris Gopalakrishna's committee's report. But how long the citizens can wait for a law to protect their privacy? That is the basic minimum thing that a government should provide. And it's a fundamental right as declared by the highest court, not today alone, after the Puttaswamy. From the beginning, it has been held as a right. But in Puttaswamy, it was emphasized that Article 21 includes privacy. It includes right to be forgotten and many other aspects, dimensions of privacy. But whether we are providing it, instead of it, we are using the IT 2000, 2008 as the framework and coming with a lot of rules, guidelines, which are beyond the scope of the substantial law. Even if somebody violates, even if you register a case, I am doubtful whether we will win in a court of law because the legal framework is not on sound principles, not on sound substantial law. So it's high time we move towards law covering personal data protection and protection against newer crimes on priority. Otherwise, fate of digital Nagarik is known. It will be very worse. It is worsening day by day, day by day. The reasons for the delay, the state, kindly look in. We are focusing and expanding India's innovation. Fine. Internet and technology are going to be big enablers. Even fine. On data protection, we are coming out with a framework of law. When? Digital data protection law, which will address all this. These are all assurances. The National Data Governance Framework Policy will address. We are growing in such a way that it will act as a catalyst for the Indian economy. Fantastic. But is it not the duty to protect the citizens from the crime? That's the larger issue that should be taken up. No doubt we require economic development. We require startups. We require citizens' protection also. Actually, citizens' protection should get predominance over adopting this. technology. Very unfortunate it is. It's a legal apathy, I call. Whether you like it or not, this is the situation where victims have no place to seek justice, to seek relief. So, you can see here, PDP bill withdrawn, known to you. We are coming out with a new Digital India Act. It will have a policy framework, cyber security policies, new data protection law, everything they are assuring. But I am having my own doubt when it will be too late by the time such a law is made. You look into the India's justice system, not only in the digital crimes scenario, in the normal traditional crime scenario, the justice delivery system is pitiable pace. You know very well. Criminals are enjoying the lethargic approach of the justice system. Even after 20 years of committing an offense, the criminal is not punished in many, many cases. In the high political cases itself, we have heard of it. You have seen it. That is very, very pitiable. I always keep on saying our justice system has not woken up. Especially from last 2 years, they are trying to do certain changes. But that is not enough, not enough, not enough. We are going to lose the democratic values because of delayed justice system. Justice has not woken up. There is requirement of justice system to be proactive so that it will secure the rights of the citizens and control crime. It will help. You look into the pace of legislation, they appear to be very, very lethargic and sluggish. I don't have to mention. Not only in this protection of citizens as far as digital rights are concerned, in respect of every legal aspects, the legislation has been very, very lethargic. Especially when the present government came, they first started cleaning up all unused laws. Thousands of them were removed. That was a very good beginning they did. They are also making new laws, but the pace of making law has not picked up. Probably there is need of certain bureaucratic mindset that needs to be changed so that we will be having that pace. When the technology is going on a very fast pace, we need to control them in the same space. What happens with this situation? Victims are the worst sufferers. I'm telling you, there is no relief. There is no quasi-judicial system as on today. IT 2008 is not properly implemented. Section 43A, nobody seeks to get damages through that because it will not be heard at all even after years together. That is the pathetic situation. Victims are the worst sufferers. But who is happy in this situation? The criminals, the fraudsters, the outlawed. If somebody doesn't follow a law, he can flourish, enjoy. That's what we have created, an ecosystem in this digital social situation. Where are we heading for in this kind of democracy? What happens to our digital Nagarik? Legal apathy is clearly evident. Digital ecosystem is expected to encompass metaverse, Web 2, Web 3, so many. There also the crimes will be of a very high grade. We need to regulate OTT forms, internet intermediaries, crypto assets, blockchain companies. We have to cover cyber security, cyber incident, intermediary governance, social media regulations. Regarding social media regulations, we have some ethical regulations made, but they are beyond the substantial framework we are having, and therefore they have less enforceability. Why are we going behind protecting the criminals by not making the law. This is what has happened. We need to regulate so that we will have a positive growth, especially impact of large tech companies we are citing. We need to include even intellectual property violations, revenue as areas of concern, commercialization aspects, even they need to be covered. But in all this, privacy of citizens is not at all a concern. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. However, it is happier to note the recent statement of our Minister for Electronics, Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekharji. India will replace the IT Act with Digital India Act, comprising a modern framework of laws and rules that will act as catalysts for innovation and protecting citizens' rights. This is what he said very recently. Government will bring fresh, comprehensive legislative framework within 3 to 4 months, which will address digital data protection, non-personalized, anonymous data. But when and through what form? How about the privacy breaches that are happening day in and out? Fate of digital Nagarik is still a big question mark. Hope government, in all its wisdom, comes out with a comprehensive law to accomplish greater development of India. Thank you.